Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Ooh, a first timer. And
I
it's from
love
this
a good first time.
awesome show that has some of like great judges as well, The Clash. And her
That's
name
right.
is Fritzie Magpoc. Complete first time. You guys have been saying, I can't believe you haven't checked her out and you're not aware of her. Let's give it a watch.
She slays the Clash, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Clashback. Ooh, okay.
I have no idea. Do you mind moving the computer?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Thanks, man. Nice dress.
Here you go, girl. Wow.
What song is
okay,
that?
what song is this? Can we just have a moment? Let me just see in the captions. This is
Outstanding
my life.
rendition of This Is My Life.
From who?
Because the one I can
Who?
remember is This Is My Life.
No.
Forever.
I don't
She's a
know.
beast. I see Jaya in her. Winner or not, I hope GMA sign her up. Okay, look, come on, let's
Okay.
continue watch.
I don't know.
I do see the Jaya, yes. Well,
You know what's interesting though? The usage of the
turn that up,
alto.
dude.
Yeah. It's oddly quiet. But yeah, so the usage of being an alto becomes really amplified in certain styles. It's like big jazz. It's one of
Big
those
band.
styles where you can like big band, where you can really take advantage of that. In her particular case, though, her vocal modulation, like a facial use of like the muscles here in the jaw, and like how she is reaching down to find that grounding at the beginning, it's really interesting because it's so facial, it's so active in this area here.
there's a jaw modulation going on. Go
A
on.
lot, yeah.
Funny how
Oh
Fuck.
my God, Jesus Christ.
can make a person say, what good is my life?
It's also really cool to see a purist of that sense.
Characteristics,
Yeah,
though.
you know, there is like the new generation is quite interesting. I mean, you do have like to some extent Ella is capable of doing this stylized sort of a take if she wishes to, but a natural purist of like blues. I mean, the person that obviously comes to mind is like someone like Jaya of this new generation. Even in the sense of like at the more world class scene here in London, you do have a few that sort of come to mind. In the US, you also have a few, but it's hard to kind of because it's not really the trendy thing to do like bluesy jazz, big band, alto type vocals.
Yeah, no, and specifically not in the Philippines. It's not like it's not very common.
Well, no.
Reason why when we did that alto podcast special, I was really blown away by the different colors and textures that many altos can portray, especially when it
Sharon's
comes
quite
to especially
impressive.
when it comes to the Filipino music industry.
Yeah, but even worldwide, it is lacking in that sense of that sort of.
Well, yes, absolutely.
But again, but it's like bluesy jazz. When the fuck has that been the most popular genre ever?
Well, you could also argue that it depends on who brings it back, because like Amy Winehouse brought that back into mainstream media.
True.
And it wasn't popular. The only other person, there was no other person doing it.
Yeah.
She was the face and the rebirth of the genre itself. So I think it just takes that one.
Well, she took a lot of inspiration from that band. What was the name of it? Prior to like in the 1940s, like
1950s, yeah.
yeah, Manhattan, like New York, there was Ronnie Spector,
That's right.
and then kind of Amy Winehouse took a lot of like
Inspiration
inspo
from
that. But
yeah.
you know, Amy is more recent era basically.
Well, but that's what I mean. Like, it takes one special individual to hit it off in the market, and I think Fritzi might have it, especially with
Pretty
this.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, especially with this tonality and how she's modulating, how she's sinking into this genre that is so aged, is so matured, right?
Let's see where this goes. It's very good so far.
It's a fantastic dress. Like, I love her look here.
Funny how a broken heart can make me start to say, what good is
Damn, he's got perfect hair.
Yeah, he does.
Funny how I don't tend to seem to think I'll find another dream.
It's also a full performance, which is really nice
I
to
was
see.
gonna say it's actually quite adventurous of her to big walking around and trying to like sink into the whole characteristics of the genre, because this actually takes a lot more effort given the fact that this dress is probably heavy, the shoes are probably not the most comfy pair of shoes ever.
Yeah.
And she's also having to find grounding as well as synchronicity to the track itself, because there's no band. So there is a lot of like risk-taking choices, which I totally am down with, because it takes a courageous performer to do something like this. I wonder if she shows this song. Great.
Full performance, dude.
Indeed.
Oh shit! I have no idea whose song this is.
It's actually really interesting, that tongue modulation, but I don't understand why such a wide usage of the jaw itself. It's so open, it's so big.
It's just a facial structure. I don't know.
I don't know if it's done on purpose to darken that sound further.
Interesting.
Could it, because it could be just adjusted for the genre, right? Like for
I saw her smile though. She does have quite just a facial structure, I think.
Fair enough. I mean,
Could be, I don't know. It could be fucking tripping balls here.
Also, well, interesting then.
Because that seems purposeful though.
It is. Even the
Darkening of them.
it's fantastic. It's really brilliant. Key change, but before we go to the key change, even the modulation of the lips, they're downwards. They're going downwards. There's a lot of this happening, a lot of this, and I think that is like a physical anchoring to find that resonance down here. It also creates this really like aged sound at the end of the vowel. So instead of darkening it from like the tongue modulation itself, like how we hear it in modern music, especially in alternative rock music nowadays, what you're seeing here is that you're using like the mouth to bring it down. So it creates this darkening, maturing sounding
It
effect.
makes it sound vintage.
Yes, yes.
Go on.
Interesting, but then again, that's why I think her whole facial modulation is adjusted
To the
the
style.
genre.
Fair enough, go on.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it weird that they have to sing to the other contestant?
Do they?
Like, yeah, the other contestants like sitting there in stage at the same
Might be
time.
the host as well. Could be the host.
Why would the host be sitting in the stage?
I don't know.
I
don't
think
know
it's
how
the
they do
other
things.
contestant.
It could be. It used when we saw John
Madaladai.
He also sang in front of the other geezer.
Yeah, that's right. It was literally like a sing-off.
Maybe well, also their fucking show is called The Clash.
Yes.
There you go.
correct.
There's your answer. Go. You have to see their live reaction of the contestant. You know what would be the
Fritzie!
Pops.
That's crazy, you know.
The-
That's dope.
So Pops, what's his name? Fernandez.
Pops Fernandez.
What a woman.
What a
Good looking woman, dude.
Indeed,
That's
yes.
a good looking woman right there.
She's gorgeous.
And she ages, they age well too, man.
Yeah, they do.
That's some good shit.
That's the Filipinos for you, you
Yeah.
know.
Because then, what's the name of the geezer?
Christian Bautista.
Christian, that motherfucker, dude. He texted Valley the other day. Or maybe his wife texted.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah, they're
She's
a good,
awesome.
They're a good bunch. They're a good fight. Apparently, they watch the videos, which, well, apparently, I take her word for it. They're a good bunch, but that guy's too perfect to be real.
Yeah, like he's like I feel like he's probably made out of plastic.
Yeah, dude. Like his hair doesn't move.
Or a vampire.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what his wife said to me. She said like, yeah, it's like vampire levels of youth.
Basically.
It's like, Can I say? And then she aired me again.
Fair enough.
But I was gonna say it's really interesting as well to be able to in this sort of shows, that they do sort of have the balls to try completely different genres, even if they may not be the sort of the most popular things going on. I still don't know whose bloody song this is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Gosh, but it's big.
I think it is a big rendition. I don't think it's like. I think it's a big arrangement difference in the original and in this.
I don't know. It could be the big band arrangement. Sounds like it could be pretty true to the original,
Yeah,
given the way that she performed it as well. So
I'd love to hear what maybe you guys know about the song and most importantly about Fritzi. Lots of questions. I'd love to see more performances and perhaps
where
what
is
she up to now.
Yes.
When was this? Season 3, which is what year? 2020. So last year.
I know that it must have been midway through the crisis of the world because there was a click track of the claps.
Because there was like 5 people there. And I think all the other 5 people were contestants.
If not the technicians and part of the crew. But
True. Well, let us know what you guys thought about
That's right.
it. And what do
Goodbye.
you think of Fritzi?